My name's Bill and I'm an alcoholic, and this show is called Helping Others. Recovering from alcoholism, from gambling, from cocaine, from self-harm, or even an eating disorder is no different to a recovery from any other issue around addiction. It's all one big melting pot of not being able to stop. Addiction is really quite that simple, and the 12 steps are there in order to create a framework under which we can hopefully readjust our lives. And entwined within the web of wellness that is sober living is a principle that is as old as the hills. It's about helping others. That's what Bill and Bob, AA's co-founders, learnt, where they found that give it away to keep it really did work. And in passing on the message of staying sober, they kept a piece of everything they gave. But Bob seeking out Bill, or Bill seeking out Bob, ultimately was a selfish self-preservation act on both their parts. And luckily for those of us today in 12-step programs, AA was then born. And the principle of seeking out others to help has continued to this day, where nothing has really changed for 85 years, except perhaps for one thing, and that's this. In helping others, we sometimes forget to help ourselves. Recovery can get caught up so easily with rescuing and healing others that with all the best intentions possible, we can forget why we're doing what we're doing. And that's to keep ourselves free of active addiction. Helping others comes with a responsibility. We have to find some balance. Where in the busy lives we lead, it's not uncommon to lose sight of our original purpose, of our primary purpose. Alcoholics, by their very nature, are giving, caring people, where sometimes we care and give so much elsewhere we forget to include ourselves. And therein lies the eternal issue around balance, where it's all about learning to love ourselves as well as others, which can be difficult after a lifetime of drinking and a lifetime of hearing negative stuff said about ourselves. So what we have to do is to follow the tried and tested process of doing esteemable things for ourselves that in turn bring esteemable feelings. Self-care, self-confidence, self-love and self-respect starts at home. And if needs be, we need to be a little bit selfish and self-seeking in our actions. Hearing in recovery that you're doing really well and well done is quite amazing. What we also need to do is to tell ourselves those two things. And when we feel all pumped up and bolstered up by self-care, we can then pass on what we have. And then the process of feeling good about ourselves will automatically become the good we see in others. Recovery begins at home, and when our own house is in order and we learn to love ourselves, we can then spread our wings and learn to help others by the love that we show others. Bill the Shirt, Bristol.